Here we are. It's a beautiful fall day, middle of October, and I wanted to do a little video to follow up on one that I posted earlier this year. It was about rooting hybrid poplars or Sundance poplars from cuttings. Somebody had messaged me on that video last night asking for an update, and I figured, well, this is a perfect opportunity to head outside and take a look at how these trees are doing. You can see this is my shelter belt that I've been planting over the past 9 years now. It's doing quite well. This is our most recent row of trees right here in the middle, and then they do taper off. So every year I end up planting another row, working my way from the perimeter of the property towards the inside. So here is a perfect example of how these trees are doing. You can see that the stems have really grown quite considerably. They about doubled in their diameter. Nice and firm, well rooted now. Really excellent growth. So basically you see this offshoot here. This is entirely new. There's another offshoot on the other side here. Again, entirely new. I'd say probably a good 12 inches of new growth since, these were rooted back in February, March. And so the process I follow for moving them from the rooted stage in the basement outside is usually the end of May. Once it's starting to warm up, I will move the trees outside. I'll put them in a sheltered location just so that they don't get wind damaged or cooked by the sun. It gives them an opportunity to harden up. And then once they are ready, kind of late May, early June, I come out in the yard. I have a tractor mounted auger. It's 12 inches in diameter. It can drill up to 36 inches deep. So I will drill down all the way down, and basically once I've drilled down, I'll backfill probably about 2/3 of that hole so that there's only a 12-inch hole, 12-inch diameter, 12-inch deep left for the tree. I'll pack that soil in there. And the reason I do that is our soil here is really hard clay, and what I'm trying to do is give the trees an opportunity for those roots to sink downward through some of that disturbed clay rather than just kind of balling up in place. It gives an opportunity for water to collect kind of in that disturbed soil as well. So it's almost like a reservoir for water once you get these trees planted. So like I said, I backfill that 24 inches, and then when I take the tree out of the grow bag and put it into that hole, I will add some additional just fresh topsoil mix around the tree just to fill in the voids, pack it in, and that's basically all there is to it. You want to make sure that the tree gets plenty of water for the first season of outside growing, so that would be the rest of the summer. I would water them probably once a week, give them at least a good gallon or two of water. These Sundance poplars, they really love wet conditions. The wetter they are, the better they grow. They can tolerate some drought as well. If it's a dry season, they'll just be a little bit slower in their progress. So making sure they're well watered really goes a long way to make sure that they get well established. So that's about all there is for these. You can see, this is another excellent demonstration here of how much has grown. This is where that cutting would have started rooting, and so again, probably a good 12 inches up to the top of that tree there have grown just in this season alone. So all the trees are doing really well, and I hope that helps some of you understand how I go through this process. I know I didn't capture every step by step as we went on this, but yeah, that's all I have.